That positive energy is absolutely perfect for what we're exploring today.
I completely agree. Today, we are talking about a very powerful idea, something that changes the direction of your whole life.
It sounds like a secret superpower. What exactly is it?
It is kind of a superpower. Today, we are talking about self-belief and why true success always starts with it.
Oh, I love this topic. It is so important for everyone, no matter what your goals are.
Exactly. So let's start with a simple question. What does it actually mean to believe in yourself?
That is a great question. I think self-belief is simply trusting your own abilities and your own mind.
Right. It means you look at a big goal and think, I can figure this out.
Yes, and it also means trusting yourself even when things get difficult.
Totally. It's like having an internal voice that says you are capable, even before you start the project.
But it's not just a warm feeling, right? It actually changes how you act in the real world.
Absolutely. When you have self-belief, you take action. You don't just sit and wait for things to happen.
You take that very first step. That makes so much sense.
Oh, but even though it is so important, many people really struggle with it every day.
Oh, for sure. Self-doubt is incredibly common. Why do you think that happens to so many of us?
Well, one big reason is the fear of failing. Nobody wants to look bad or make silly mistakes.
That is so true. We often worry way too much about what other people will think if we fail.
Right. And we also compare ourselves to other people all the time.
Social media makes that comparison game so much worse, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. You see everyone's perfect vacation photos, and you start to feel like your normal life is not good enough.
Exactly. It is so easy to forget that everyone struggles behind the scenes. We only see the highlights.
Plus, past experiences can really hurt our confidence.
You mean like if you failed a big test 5 years ago, your brain still remembers it today?
Yes, unfortunately. Our brains actually like to remember the bad moments, just to protect us from doing it again.
But we do not have to let those old memories stop us now. We can choose a new path.
Exactly. Now, some people worry that believing in themselves too much is a bad thing.
Like they might seem arrogant to their friends? I hear that concern a lot.
Right. But confidence and arrogance are completely different things.
How would you explain the difference between them, Emily?
Well, confidence is quiet. It is just knowing your own value and feeling comfortable.
And arrogance is loud? Like you always have to prove you're better than everyone else in the room?
Exactly. Confident people actually love seeing other people succeed.
That is a really beautiful point. Arrogant people feel threatened when someone else does a good job.
Yes, because arrogance usually hides deep insecurity. They act loud because they are scared.
So true. If you truly believe in yourself, you can be kind, supportive, and humble.
Absolutely. You never need to push anyone down just to lift yourself up.
You know, talking about lifting people up, that reminds me of our amazing listeners.
Oh, our listeners are the best. I love how they always support each other in the comments section.
They really do. And if you're enjoying our conversation today, please take a second to give this video a quick like.
Yes, and make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already joined our community.
Also, share this episode with a friend who might need a little extra self-belief today.
We would also love to hear from you directly. What is one personal goal you are working on right now?
Tell us down in the comments. Writing your goal down publicly is actually a great way to show self-belief.
It really is. Okay, let's talk about how this strong belief actually creates real success.
Yeah, how does the invisible feeling inside your head change the physical world around you?
Well, people who believe in themselves simply try more new things.
That makes perfect sense. If a soccer player thinks they will score, they will kick the ball.
Right. And when they face a huge problem, they don't just quit, they persist.
Because they believe there's a hidden solution, even if they cannot see it yet.
Exactly. They view their mistakes as useful feedback, not as a final stop sign.
Oh, I love that mindset. Mistakes are just helpful information to teach you how to win later.
Exactly. But if you deeply doubt yourself, one small mistake can make you give up completely.
I have definitely done that before. It is not a fun feeling at all.
We all have, Paul, but true self-belief gives you the mental energy to try just one more time.
You know, I'm thinking about some very famous people who really had to trust themselves before they succeeded.
Oh, there are so many great historical stories about that. Who are you thinking of?
Well, think about Walt Disney. Did you know he was actually fired from a newspaper job?
Really? Why did the newspaper fire him?
His boss told him he had no imagination and no original ideas.
Wow, the brilliant creator of Mickey Mouse was told he had no imagination? That is crazy.
Exactly. If he believed his boss instead of himself, we would not have those beautiful Disney movies today.
That is an incredible lesson. And what about J.K. Rowling, the famous author of Harry Potter?
She faced a ton of rejection too, right?
Yes, her magical book was rejected by 12 different publishers before someone finally said yes.
12 big rejections. That would honestly make almost anyone cry and quit writing forever.
Totally. But she knew her story was special, so she just kept knocking on doors.
That is the ultimate example of self-belief. She completely trusted her own magic.
She really did. And a big part of keeping that trust alive is how we talk to ourselves every day.
You mean our internal dialogue? The positive self-talk?
Yes, the words we use inside our own heads have a massive impact on our daily motivation.
Sometimes that inner voice can be very harsh and mean.
Oh, absolutely. We often say terrible things to ourselves that we would never say to a good friend.
That is so true. If a friend makes a simple mistake, we always say, "It's okay, you'll get it next time."
But if we make the exact same mistake, we say, I am so stupid. I always ruin everything.
We really need to break that bad habit. It drains all our mental energy.
Exactly. We need to become our own best cheerleaders.
So instead of thinking, "I can't do this," we should say, "I am currently learning how to do this."
Perfect. Adding the simple word learning changes the whole emotional feeling.
Speaking of learning, we have an amazing resource to help our listeners practice everything we talk about.
Yes, we do. English language definitely requires a lot of self-belief.
Oh, absolutely. Learning any new language is a very long journey with hundreds of funny mistakes.
Yes. When you bravely try to speak English at a store, you will probably use the wrong word sometimes.
Or your mind might just go blank and you forget a simple word completely. That happens to my students a lot.
And when that awkward moment happens, you need strong self-belief to keep talking and smiling.
Exactly. You cannot let one confusing coffee shop conversation stop you from trying again tomorrow.
Right. Confident learners know that their current little mistakes do not define their future fluency.
They just trust the long process. They know for a fact they will get better over time.
So true. Every single time you open your mouth to practice, you are building your conversational confidence.
So, how should we handle those embarrassing failures when they inevitably happen?
We have to consciously reframe them. We have to learn how to turn our failure into steady growth.
Reframing is such a great mental tool. It just means looking at the bad situation from a positive angle.
Yes, a failure is not a permanent tattoo. It does not stay on your skin forever.
I really love that visual comparison. A failure just washes right off in the shower.
Exactly. A failure is just a specific event that happened in the past, not who you are as a person.
So, If you fail an English grammar test, it just means you need to try a different study method next time.
Right. You bravely look at what went wrong, learn the clear lesson, and then move forward.
That requires a lot of emotional maturity, but it is definitely the fastest way to grow up.
It really is. Now, let's give our lovely listeners some simple daily habits to actually build this belief.
Okay, where should someone start if they feel very insecure right now?
The absolute best way to start is to set very small, easily achievable goals.
Like deciding to make your bed every single morning.
Yes, or promising to study English for just 10 short minutes a day.
Oh, I see the logic. When you finish the small goal, you prove to your brain that you can do it.
Exactly. And then you have to actively celebrate that tiny progress.
Even the super tiny wins? Like successfully ordering water at a restaurant?
Especially the tiny wins. They slowly build an unstoppable momentum over time.
And what about the bad habit of comparing ourselves to others? We really need to stop doing that, right?
Absolutely. The only person you should ever compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday.
That is beautifully said. Everyone is simply walking on their own unique timeline.
They really are. And there is one more very important concept to remember before we finish.
What is the final piece of the self-belief puzzle, Emily?
You have to firmly believe in yourself long before you see the final successful results.
That is definitely the hardest part. Waiting in the dark for the success to finally show up.
It is really hard, but if a farmer plants a tiny seed, he does not dig it up the next day to see if it is growing.
Right. He just trusts that it is doing the invisible work under the dirt.
Exactly. You have to trust that your hard work is building something great, even when it's totally invisible.
So true. You just calmly keep watering the seed with positive daily action.
And eventually, all that beautiful self-belief will break through the surface for everyone to see.
That is a wonderful way to think about it. And speaking of action, I think it is time to practice what we learned today.
Let's do it. Here is a little practice dialogue using today's concepts. Are you ready, Paul?
I am born ready. Let's pretend you are feeling very nervous about a big job interview tomorrow morning.
Oh, I am so incredibly worried about this interview, Paul. What if I completely freeze and say the wrong thing?
It is totally normal to feel nervous, Emily, but you are very prepared and highly qualified for this position.
I know, but there are probably so many smart people applying. I honestly feel like I am not good enough.
Stop comparing yourself to strangers you don't even know. Just focus on your own unique skills and experience.
You're right. I really need to use some positive self-talk to calm my brain right now.
Exactly. You are a fantastic worker, and any company would be very lucky to have you. Just trust yourself.
Thank you so much, Paul. I am going to reframe my fear and turn it into real confidence.
And scene. That was a perfect example of being a kind and supportive friend.
It really was. Having good, positive friends around you also helps your own self-belief grow faster.
Totally. We sincerely hope today's lively episode gave you a really nice boost of confidence.
If it did, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave us a quick comment.
Yes, let us know what small, achievable goal you are going to conquer today.
Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with us. Keep believing in yourself.
Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.